Yes! Wow, look at that! That may be the largest garter snake I have ever caught in Ohio. Wow! Wait! Coyote Pack! Before you guys watch the video, I have a big announcement to make. Now, we are doing an exclusive once-in-a-lifetime giveaway. I'm gonna be producing 5 videos. That's me making a video for you, a personalized video. Now, after you watch the episode, like the entire episode, click on the link in the video description below for all the details on how you can win. Uh-oh. All right, guys, I gotta go, but good luck. See you later. Ah! Lake Erie is considered to be the 4th largest of the 5 Great Lakes in North America. And jetting from its aquamarine waters are a series of archipelagic islands. These unique landmasses have isolated within their lush confines a limited yet eclectic mix of animal species, most notably, their snakes. Today we are kayaking toward the shore of North Bass Island. During the first season of Breaking Trail, we explored this island's coastline where we encountered, caught, and got up close for the cameras its most famous snake species, the Lake Erie water snake. These reptiles are primarily aquatic and spend their days hunting for fish and the invasive round goby. And while they are often misidentified as venomous water moccasins, the Lake Erie water snake is actually a non-venomous and completely harmless species. This mission returns us to North Bass, where we plan to explore the island's interior in search of its most elusive reptile, the fox snake.
Well, you made it from Middle Bass, past Sugar, and finally to North Bass. This will be our playground for the day. Are you excited?
Yeah, let's do it.
North Bass Island spans nearly 700 acres, most of which is uninhabited by humans, making it the perfect refuge for animals. As we began exploring, the path of least resistance found us following an old road that runs along the southern shoreline. Early in the morning, this had potential as the perfect place to find snakes basking in warm sunlight, and it wasn't long before Mario spotted the first serpent.
Okay guys, we got our first snake. Looks like it might be some species of garter. Let me see if I can get a hand on it real quick.
Oh, got it. Nice.
Oh, just a little guy. Beautiful.
Ooh, look at that guy.
Look at that. That's a garter snake. Little tiny one. Oh, getting pooped on. Ah. Look at that beautiful snake. Wow. I'm not sure exactly what variety of garter snake that is. There are many different species. We'll have to look this one up. It's likely just an eastern garter snake, but they have several different color variations that they come in. And this one almost has a turquoise stripe right down the center of its back. I bet you the snake just recently shed its skin, and the way that I can tell that is there's a lot of iridescence to the scales on its head and running the length of the body. Look at the belly. Extremely smooth scales, keeled scaled snake, allows them to easily move through these rocks. And this time of the morning, the snakes are just coming up to sun themselves, where they'll heat up and then head out to hunt for the day. I'd say that's a good start to our adventure here on North Bass Island. 1 snake in the first 5 minutes. All right, let's let this one go.
It wasn't a fox snake, but we were off to a good start. In fact, when it came to garter snakes, we couldn't catch enough of them.
Garter snakes everywhere on North Bass Island.
Depending on the time of year, garter snakes, often mistakenly called garden snakes, can be incredibly plentiful. When it comes to their natural range, this species spans throughout most of North America and is arguably the most common snake in the world. When it comes to North Bass Island, I think it's safe to say that there are no shortage of these friendly snakes.
Well, I found some more garter snakes.
Whoa.
3 more garter snakes in just a matter of about 15 minutes. I would say that there is no question about it, North Bass Island is definitely Snake Island.
We moved further along the roadway and eventually came to an abandoned building. This was a perfect place to search for fox snakes, as they often hide under fallen debris. So flipping boards, or pieces of scrap metal, I hoped would yield the results we searched for. Yet once again, all we found was another garter snake. But this one,
Oh, garter snake!
was a giant.
Yes! Wow, look at that! Hold on, back up just a touch there. That may be the largest garter snake I have ever caught in Ohio. Wow! Incredibly docile too. You know, it's one of the things I love about garter snakes is they very rarely try to strike. Look at that snake. Absolutely beautiful. And this one looks like it may have just shed. And the way I can tell that is look at all the iridescence in its skin. Look at the coloration in that eye. The dark pupil and the copper tones that surround on the outside. And then all of that orange coloration that runs down the length of the body. This is one of the prettiest garter snakes I have ever seen. And when a snake freshly sheds like this, it has a lot of iridescence to its scales. Now, as we know, snakes shed their skins throughout the course of their life. As they grow, they become too large for their skin, they shed it, and then they have this beautiful coloration. And as snakes grow and they get ready to shed their skin, they actually will be dull in color. And sometimes you may see a snake that looks like perhaps it's blind, the eye might be clouded. That's just the eye scale also getting ready to shed. As we know, snakes do not have eyelids. They actually have a protective scale over their eye that also sheds at the time when the snake sheds its entire body. Wow, look how calm it is. And now this time of day, when the sun's just beginning to come out, is when these snakes are gonna start hunting. And this one is an absolute giant. Look at that. That snake is almost 3 feet in length. Wow. Have you ever seen a garter snake this big before?
That's a good one.
That is a good one right there. And look how calm it is. It's still pretty cool out right now. The snake hasn't had the chance to come out in sun yet. If it had, it would be slithering much faster trying to get away. Now, what garter snakes are out here hunting for is pretty much any opportunistic prey item they can come across. Small rodents, frogs, toads, even insects are fair game for a reptile like this. Now, I do know that they have a slight anticoagulant in their saliva, which when they bite their prey item will cause it to bleed more than normal. This blood acts as a lubricant to help the snake swallow its prey whole. As we know, snakes do not chew their food, they expand their jaws and then work that prey item down into the throat and throughout the course of the body. And the thing I love about snakes is you think of them as just being heads and tails. Snakes are mostly necks, despite the fact that this is a body. You have a spinal column running the entire length of the snake and then ribs that encapsulate all of the organs. Such a cool reptile. Now maybe what we can do, let's do this. I'm gonna actually set it down in the grass. We've got a completely controlled situation here, and watch the way that this snake just slinks along. And that's what they'll do. They'll poke their heads up like that. They have great vision. They also use that forked tongue to sense the environment. And what that snake is doing right now is it's tasting chemicals in the air, trying to determine, is there any predator close by? Is there any prey close by? And look at that. Look how fast the snake is actually capable of moving when it's in the open space like this. And I love that design. Look at that turquoise stripe running down the length of the body, just over the spinal column, and then the yellowish coloration on the side. Such a cool reptile. There we go. Wow, what an excellent find. One of the largest garter snakes I have ever caught, and actually the first time we've ever featured a garter snake on the Brave Wilderness channel. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. You know what I'm gonna do? Just set her right down in the grass here. Let's watch her slither off. Got a good shot? Yep. See you later, sweetie.
The garter is one of the most common snake species in the world, and is likely a reptile that you have encountered in your own backyard. They are non-venomous, completely harmless, and will always do their best to avoid humans, so this snake is absolutely nothing to fear. North Bass Island is certainly home to a healthy population of these slithering serpents. Yet the holy grail of reptiles that we sought after was going to be much more difficult to find and ultimately catch. Stay tuned for the magnificent conclusion as we go head first after the elusive fox snake. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail.